I just got out of the shower, but that's not my point. I had to do some job applications, or job interviews actually. Today I had to do two. Well, one was an orientation, as I already did the interview, and the other was an interview. So yeah, and I just want to talk a bit about it because like stress and stuff. So the first job interview was gonna be at like 12 to 1, and yesterday was the senior prank. I can make an entirely separate video on that, and I probably should eventually, because that was a lot of fun. The prank was camping on the front lawn of the school. Now, here's the thing. All you really need to know that's relevant to this story is that some of the fellow seniors decided to mess with me, and so I didn't really get much sleep last night. Maybe like 5 hours total or something. Because, what happened was, like, everyone was, like, still, I was gonna head to bed at, like, 10 o'clock, but then, I know, it's not relevant. So, let's just get to the point. I slept like shit because people kept messing with me. And so, like, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, it's bright out already. Oh, cars are driving by. School must be close to starting. Check the time, 7:45. Not bad. Got 4 hours of sleep from this and the hour from earlier, so I should be fine. I got up, sat out on the front lawn with my fellow classmates, and then eventually packed up and left, and then aired out set up the tent for it to air out, and then went to the town where the job interviews were. And so when I did, I was early for one of them, the one that was supposed to be at noon. So at 11 o'clock I did the interview, and I had about 3 hours, or about 3.5 hours to kill. So what I did was well, my mom wanted me to pick up something for my grad party from someone she knew, so I did that. Then I was like, you know what, I'm hungry, so I went to get lunch at A&W. And, oh, no, I went to O'Reilly's, and I was like, hey, can you help me fix my auto start, possibly? I'm here, I might as well ask. And they're like, oh, we don't know much, go to the guy across the street. So I went to the guy across the street. The guy who is usually here with the auto start is not here today. He'll be here tomorrow, so I might go back tomorrow, I don't know. And then I went to get lunch, and then I had about an hour and a half, or about an hour, half hour, so I just sat in the parking lot in my car for most of that, watching some stuff on my server. And then had, like, after that, went in for the orientation for another job. So I don't think I mentioned what the first one was. It's a greenhouse. That'd probably be my primary income during the summer. I think I mentioned in a couple videos, maybe some that are released and some that aren't released, I don't remember. But this room that I record all my videos in, I'm going to be moving out pretty soon, like in the next week. And so I'm going to need to get stuff set up. And so the greenhouse would be a weekday job, and a weekend job would be this other place that sets up for concert venues. I applied because of the technology aspect, and I knew the hours could be a little bit brutal at times. And I underestimated it, because during the orientation they said a lot of stuff, and I'm technically already hired, but honestly I don't think I can handle it, because I do not think I have the balls to be climbing up in rafters 50 feet above the floor. I'm not sure. Do I even want to take this job now? And so I was pretty stressed and kind of had mild panic attack afterwards for a while. And the pay would be pretty good though, $20 an hour starting. But here's the thing: when I said the hours could be brutal, I thought it would be like, oh, midnight having to drive all the way to this town. No, it could be an 18-hour workday. So once again, I'm not sure if I want to take this job. And like by the time I was burnt out, I was tired, I was dehydrated, I had a headache. Like it's probably obvious, but I have autism, and so it's like, not trying to use that as an excuse for everything, but it's like, because of that, my social battery drains very, very quickly. And so by the end of that, I was kind of done, just ready to go home. And like, they were all going to do a barbecue at someone's place, but it's like, not only was I a little stressed in about the job, but I was tired and had a headache and was dehydrated and ready to go home. And just burnt out. So I just went home without telling anybody. I should have said something, but I didn't. And like, I am a very socially awkward person with meeting new people. And like, my friends that I talk to, the only reason I became friends with them is because one of my friends in 8th grade, I had the exact same schedule as him. And so I just started following him around everywhere, to all classes, and to sitting at lunch, meeting his friends, becoming friends with them and stuff. Like, that's how I became friends with my friends. And that's also why I've never had a girlfriend, because I don't talk to people outside of my friend group, really. Now, more recently, I've been a little more open to it. Like, this year, I've talked more with people, and I'd say, like, my senior class has gotten to know me a bit better. Like, especially, no one really knows me in my class. I think I mentioned this in some videos, but, like, yeah. So, it's just been a little different. Something. Where was I going with this? I'm trying to think. Where was I? Struggling to meet new people, and like, none of the people there I knew. There were 2 other new hires, and like, they both had just graduated from tech school, and here I am, like a week away from not even a week away from graduating. Can't speak. Graduating high school, and so I'm a little like, I don't know. Felt I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. I didn't know what to do. Didn't really know what to say. And now I'm more stressed for the summer than ever, because knowing what job I will probably be doing. But like, I don't know. I kind of wish it could be like a Groundhog Day sort of thing. With, like, I sometimes thought to myself, man, where did all this time go with my senior year? I kind of wish the final day would be a Groundhog's Day sort of thing. Just give me a chance to do everything over again. Because, like, I wasted my high school, and now I'm being thrust into this world. And I'm scared. Anyway, this is about jobs. I think I mentioned in a previous video, like, different employment stuff I've had. And so it's like, I don't know, I've been pretty stressed recently. I don't know. I'm pretty tired. I'm going to bed. Bye. That was all I really needed to say anyways.